Hey everyone, DWK here, and today I'm going to be reacting to My Little Pony Season 6, Episode 9, 10, and 11 by DWK. And yeah, today I'm going to be reacting to 3 in a row because of how short they are. You know the deal. So anyway, let's get started. Oh, okay. I see where you're going with this intro.
Alright, so Rarity's about to open her new boutique in Manhattan, and she's like, guys, don't worry about anything. Me and Coco are gonna rock this. Then Coco shows up, and she's like, look, Rarity, we both know I have a problem, and I can't do this anymore. And so Rarity's like, okay, guys, Coco has to go away for a little while, so can you help me out right now? And they're like, dude, no problem. We got this. Then Rarity's landlord corners AJ, and he's like, Miss Plumel was a business partner, if you understand me. And
I
I'm
like
in a
his
bad
accent.
situation now. So you sell these 300 bills of pony ecstasy for me, or I kick your friend out of the building and sell my daughter into slavery.
Yo,
And
what?
AJ's like, guys, we got a problem. So they're running around in a panic trying to set up a boutique and flip a bunch of happy pills, but at least Pinky finds this club upstairs and unloads like half of them on these chicks.
Oh, wow.
Especially this one. Yeah,
Yep.
you're not fooling anyone there, bro. Oh, and Miles there, and Pinky's like, dude, do you just kind of like follow us around? And Miles is like, eh. Anyway, so the boutique
Wow.
is still a disaster, and the girls lock Rarity in the window display so she won't freak out, and so she can't be considered an accomplice. Dash is organizing potential employees from most to least angular. Nobody knows what the fuck Twilight's doing, and Fluttershy's just sitting in the middle of the room, sobbing her eyes out and saying, I want to go home over and over again.
Oh,
Finally,
wow.
AJ's like, guys, I think we're fucked. And Twilight's like, dude, give me one of those pills. And AJ's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And Twilight's like, I have a great idea, but we all need to be blasted off our asses.
Of
Fluttershy's
course.
like, I'm not sure that's the hallmark of a great idea. And Twilight's like, guys, there's no way we're gonna do this shit proper, so let's just do how we do and blow the lid off this bitch. And they're all like, you know what? Fucking A. Let's do it. So the girls throw on some Mac Dre, grab some juice, and work some pony fizzle magic. So, a couple hours later, Rarity finally escapes, and she's just like, oh my god, what the fuck is this? And Twilight's like, dude, check it out. It's a boutique, a rave, and a bar all in one. And
Yeah.
like, this looks like it was designed by a bunch of people on drugs. Twilight's like, no, that's silly. And Pinky's
Yeah.
like, those Skittles made me feel really neat. Anyway,
Wow.
despite the literal insanity, the customers have a great time, the girls hit their quota and save this chick from a life of prostitution,
Oh,
and everyone agrees that
really?
Rarity for You is the slappinest boutique in Manhattan. So Rarity goes off to the after party, and the rest of the girls get arrested and taken to the police station,
Oh.
which is a Denny's. They explain exactly
Denny's?
what happened because they're all still rolling like motherfuckers, but this is a question, so the cops just tell them to not do it again.
Like
and let them
Denny's?
go. So it's a week later, and Rarity's like, guys, I just read in the paper that my landlord in Manhattan got locked up for running some kind of drug racket. Do you know anything about that? And they're like, yeah, we sort of turned your boutique into a rave so we could flip some pills and stop him from selling his daughter's body. And Rarity's like, oh, well, that's fucked. And they're like, don't worry, he's in prison and she's in therapy. And Rarity's like,
Wow.
am I crazy, or does it seem like this kind of thing wouldn't have happened to us a couple years ago? And they're like, yeah, don't think too hard about it. And Rarity's like, whatever, I still love you guys, even if you're all on drugs now.
Just keep it down as I catch the bass. Then I wipe all the sweat off me face. Hop back up, then I start to slide.
Oh, wow.
As I glide, then I
Okay, moving on. Oh, I like this.
So, Applejack shows up for spa day, and she's like, dude, Rarity, why are you melting, bro? And Rarity's like, darling, don't even trip.
She's a marshmallow.
Just an
Marshmallows melt,
All I
right?
need is the menstrual blood of an alicorn virgin and a full moon, then I'm good. And
Oh.
she's like, oh my god, is Twilight in on this too? And Rarity's like, dude, I said alicorn virgin. And I was like, yo, Rarity,
wow.
Princess Luna's here to see you. So, it's
Princess
the next
Luna?
day,
Oh,
and Rarity,
really?
Twilight, and Spike are heading to AJ's place for some Apple-related products or whatever. And Spike's like, damn, Rarity, looking fine, girl. And Rarity's like, thanks, dude. The pact is complete, and I'm silky smooth until the next blood moon.
Oh
And
my
Twilight's like, wow,
god.
that spa has really high-quality services, especially for the price. And Applejack's like, dude, you guys, that place is fucked. I'm never going there again. And Rarity's like, bruh, you need to embrace your feminine side, man. And AJ's like, dude, I mean, that spa is literally evil, and I can prove it. Yo, Twilight, can you stay here and feed my pigs? And Twilight's like, yeah, sure, how do I
Feed
do that?
my
And AJ's
pigs.
like, there's only 2 steps. Number 1, feed the pigs. Number 2, don't fuck up. And Twilight's like, you know what? That makes perfect sense. So they go to the spa, and AJ's like, see, I knew it. This place is full of ghosts. I mean,
Wow.
Dash wouldn't be here unless she was possessed, right? And Dash is like, yeah, man, I totally wouldn't. And
Oh
I
my
was
God.
like, dude, you're totally right. Look at all these ghosts. And AJ's like, they're not just ghosts, man. They're parasitic ghosts. I mean, like, check it out. They've attached themselves to everyone, and they've turned this place into, like, some kind of demon spa. I mean, even got runes painted on the wall. And he's like, you know what? Remember we didn't need alicorn blood when I first started coming here? And I was like, yeah, man, you know, now that I think about it, we never used to do that, but it just kind of became a routine thing, and I didn't realize it was a problem. And AJ's like, dude, I'm sure that would make sense in a lot of situations, but I think any sane person can see this is ridiculous. So
Yeah,
they go down
it
to
does
the
seem pretty
basement, and
ridiculous.
AJ's like, yep, just what I thought. It's full of portals. That's where all these ghosts are
Wow.
from. And I was like, Applejack, what do we do? And AJ's like, dude, I ain't afraid of no ghosts. So Applejack banishes the ghosts using Southern charms. Spa patrons get
Southern
a free
charms?
exorcism massage, and Rarity has to have her soul waxed to rip the blood moon demons from her body. Then
Wow,
everything's back to
wow.
normal, and everybody's relaxing. But AJ's like, God damn it, why is all this fucked up stuff happening to us lately? I mean, can we have one day where we just deal with normal people things like we did in season 1? And Rarity's like, wow, dude, you're laying it on a little thick there. And Applejack's like, what? Somebody's got to say it. And Rarity's like, no, man, I was talking about the face cream. You're totally right.
Gonna get some pie. That's cool. Can't recap.
Alright, so it's a lovely day in Cloudsdale, and Fluttershy is having lunch with her parents in their beautiful home, along with their lifelong best friend, Rainbow Dash. And Fluttershy's like, wow, guys, our lives really turned out great. I mean, Dad just retired, you guys can enjoy your golden years in marital bliss, and me and Dashie are superheroes who save the world and hang out with princesses. Everything's peachy, and nothing can possibly fuck this up. And
Well,
her parents are like, yep, you said it, sweetie. We're so happy, and we're so proud of you. You too, Rainbow. You're like a second daughter to us, and we always believed in you. And Rainbow's like, guys, stop it. You're gonna make me cry. And nothing bad happened. The end.
oh, if only it happened like that. But
Oh, wait,
then,
no, that's not what happened because of this motherfucker.
yes.
So, apparently Fluttershy has a brother, and he's a lazy hipster dipshit with weird hobbies who wants to move back in with their parents because he dropped out of college again. Am I watching My Little Pony right now? Because it feels like I'm watching my... Anyway, this guy's a
Yeah.
fucking piece of work. He uses stupid slang and talks with some kind of weird affectation, even though he obviously grew up around people who speak normally. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that, right? But I guess it comes off as kind of douchey, doesn't it?
Yeah,
so this asshole
he
barges
does.
in like he owns the place, makes his dad get all his bags, and you know at least one of them is full of dirty laundry that his mom is going to have to do.
Aw.
Well, maybe you don't know that, but I know that. So Buttershush pulls her parents aside, and she's like, you guys can't let him do this to you again. And they're like, oh, he's a creative type. He just needs a little time to find himself. And she's like, yeah, that's what we've been telling ourselves for the past 10 years. But you know, all he's going to do is smoke pot, drink your wine, jack off, and post on 4chan all day.
Oh
Probably
my
all at the same time.
God.
Tell me I'm wrong. And
Probably at the
Fluttershy's
same
dad is
time.
like, well, at least it's not Reddit. So, brothers have
Not- not Reddit.
hitting on Dash, and god damn does he want her. Like, not this kind of one. We're talking this kind. But she's
Wow.
fucking Texan, which is awesome. And then everybody argued over whether or not Dash is gay again. Guys,
Wow.
it's been almost 6 years. Can we just stop? And Flutters is like, alright, motherfucker, you're coming with me and you're getting a job. And he's like, dude, I don't need a job. My main therapy YouTube channel is totally taking off. I've almost got 100 subscribers and my Patreon is getting a fucking job.
You're
So
getting
it's
a
the next
fucking
morning,
job,
and
yup.
dude, I mean, her brother is tired as fuck because he normally wakes up at noon, and I'm sure he's really trying to get back on a normal sleep schedule, but it's just hard when you have no routine, you know? And Fluttershy's like, listen, Rarity is a very good friend of mine, and she was nice enough to give you some work, so don't fuck up. So he fucks up. And then
Shit.
he fucks up again, just like he's been doing his entire life, because, like, Fluttershy keeps telling him he never commits to something and finishes it.
Yeah.
I need a drink.
Wow. Wow. It's a mention. I like the song, bruh. Aw. Oh, yep.
Jesus Christ.
He's actually drinking, and I don't really mind it.
So, even Dash tries to give this guy a chance because she's a bro, and surprise, he fucks up. So she kicks his ass, which he deserves and probably secretly enjoys.
Wow.
And Fluttershy is like, look, if you can't hold down a job and contribute something, you can't live here. So she has to throw him out, and of course she feels like shit because he's her freaking brother, but what can you do when you have a family member who's a piece of shit?
Yeah.
There's no good answer to that question, is there? Jesus Christ, man. Can we fight Chrysalis again? Or how about Tyrek? You know why those were fun? Is because I haven't fought a giant parasitic bug queen or a magic-eating centaur before. I'm just saying it had a nice element of fantasy to it.
Yeah.
So Zeph ends up living out in the woods and literally goes insane. And Dash is just like, dude, if we don't bail him out, he's gonna end up dead. And Fluttershy's like, look, man, me and Mom and Dad, we've done everything we can. This is on you now. And so Zephyr finally has to face the fact that he's so terrified of failure that he just gives up and sabotages everything he ever tries to do. And, okay, you know what, My Little Pony? I think you've changed a bit.
Oh,
I
yeah.
watch you because you're fun.
They definitely changed.
Whimsical characters and situations to teach moral integrity. Also, sometimes there's rainbow explosions and shit, or at least there used to be. This feels a bit too familiar. Anyway, they sing a magical pony song, and Zephyr realizes he's actually capable of whatever the fuck this is. So he goes back to college, gets his degree, and stops hating himself. And he's like, thanks guys, I couldn't have done this without you. And they're all like, dude, we always knew you were an awesome guy, and we're so proud of you. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I've seen that image before, man. No. Oh my god, really? Yep, I've seen that image. I've seen that image before, man. Okay. So yeah, these are pretty funny. The first two were pretty funny. The last one, like he was getting all sentimental there, which I don't mind because that episode was being all, realistic and stuff like that. So anyway, please check out these three videos by DWK because he makes funny, awesome, legit recaps. So thank you all for watching. Jerry Axe out.